Hey, we're going to do a little maintenance video here. Um, the MAF sensors, which there are two, one there in the middle and on the right side, kind of at a 90 down in there, held on by two Phillips screwdrivers. Looks like it is, not sure what size that is. It looks like a number 1 Phillips because it's a small one. One maintenance thing you can do, obviously, is just pull those off. Use some mass airflow sensor cleaner. How often you do it kind of depends on you. I wouldn't go too crazy. Maybe once a year, perhaps. Twice if you wanted to. If you do an oil change, you might just pull those off. Give them some quick sprays with it, and then let them air dry. So don't touch the filament that's in there. I would either A, disconnect the battery, or B, when you open the door to pull the hood open and then open the hood, either way, wait about 10 minutes. That way all electronics are kind of go to sleep again. But do disconnect the harness from the sensor. Probably best to do that too. That way you can hold them out away from the engine and spray it, and then let them air dry fairly well. Probably another 10 minutes worth of time, and then you can put them back on. So like I said, it's just two screws that hold it in. There's one kind of hiding down there on this side, and then on the top. And then same thing. These are a little easier to see because it's the harness isn't in the way. So I'm gonna get those off, and then I'll be back in a second. All right, I've removed them both. So I get some light in there. You can barely see it. There is a little filament down in there. Barely see it in there. If I hold it closer to some better light, you might be able to see it. Maybe down right about in there. See those two shiny pieces down there. Like I said, take them off. One thing is, when you do the screws, most of them are easy to get. Make sure you use a magnetic screwdriver. Those little things, if you drop one in the engine bay, you're probably never going to see it again. I did pop off the two lines here, just to get better access for the screwdriver. So they come out of there. They just fit into the hole of the air intake, the air box here. So the screw that's down here towards the bottom, because it's behind, let's see, it's down in this area down in here. Can't really see it. It's where you see this stake right there. My finger's pointing at it. When you go in for it, kind of put your hand on behind it and push down on this wire loom. That give you a little more clearance. And then especially when you go to remove the screw, like I said, be careful when you do that part, because if you drop it, you may never see it again. So I started it with the screwdriver, and then I finished it off with my fingers. Good idea to wear gloves. Gives you a little bit more grip when you're holding that screw, trying to finish off that last piece before you remove it, and then just pull it right out of there. Also, because his engine was kind of warm, I just got done driving it. Like I said, I just hit 180,000 miles this week on it. We did a 3,400 mile trip up towards through Michigan. So from where we're at in Kansas over the upper peninsula, down to the lower, over to Ohio. We did go a little further and went up all the way towards Niagara Falls. So we saw Niagara Falls again last week. And then all the way back. So came up to about 3,400. Car drove like a top pretty much the whole way. Didn't see any issues, nothing. It's kind of interesting when you see some other cars broken down on the side of the road when you take a long road trip, and you kind of see what cars they are and how old they are. And it's just interesting to see that, at least in the years that I've been doing this driving, You don't see too many Lexus or Toyotas out there. See quite a few BMWs, obviously, and a lot of American cars, Fords and whatnot. So this guy, 108,000, didn't have any issues, trusted it the whole way. So for most of you who have this particular vehicle, you know what I'm talking about. Just maintain it and it'll take care of you. So we're just going to take the spray. Like I said, just hit it 10 times or so. Just give it a good spray and then just let it air dry, and then put it back in. So there's the part number in case you ever had to replace these, which you shouldn't really have to replace these. You take care of everything else, these will probably last you the life of the vehicle. So this is just a little maintenance tip I wanted to pass along. If anybody of you guys had ever done this or not, never thought about it, it's just a good idea. I know I did this years ago, so it's been a while, and just wanted to show you how easy it is. 2 screws, release the sensor from the harness, let it dry, plug it back in. Anyway, it's good for this one. I'm not going to show you me spraying it because it's just spraying it. You know, just do 10 quick sprays and let it dry. Wait 10 minutes, put them back in, and then you're done. So anyway, thanks for watching this one. We'll catch you on the next one.